Okay, hello and welcome back to another episode of Winging It with Johann and Peyton. And today we're joined with
Braeden. I am the co-op student here at the Office of Indigenous Relations. I'm the program assistant.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for inviting us to your office. It is so cool.
Very beautiful office.
We're enjoying the outside little office, their kitchenette. They have a full-on oven out there.
It's not even a kitchenette, it's an actual kitchen.
It's an actual kitchen. Yeah, and you said that the interior design was made by...
It was made by Indigenous architects with the idea of culture.
That's really cool. So, because they have a lot of those like shapes and from the ceilings that they have, does that have anything to do?
No, well, we do like circles, like standing in circles. It's just about like, well, actually, it's made because smudging is very prevalent here. So then you can see all the exhausts out there.
And you were really interested with all of the wood as well.
Yes, I'm a big fan of, as an artist myself, I'm a big fan of wood architecture and wood designs, and we'll show some pictures. Those panels and the
On the entrance?
Yeah, and the entrance. The entrance is beautiful. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, and the moon shapes that you said, the moon, phases of the moon as well were on there, right? That's really cool. Is it by the way you move that you could see it because of the panels, or is it just...
Oh no, it's the way it is, because if you look closer, you can actually see like each moon shape on each circle, so like it's like
That's really
smaller and wider.
That's pretty cool.
No, we don't have that.
That's pretty cool.
It also smells really good in here
Does
too.
smell really good in here. That was something I noticed when I walked in.
Yeah, so how long have you been in your co-op position?
Almost 2 months.
2 months. Are you liking it so far?
Yeah, I love it here. Everyone is so supportive of me here. I feel like I actually am understood within the university for once.
Oh.
That's awesome.
I feel like I have people who can connect to me and understand my experiences as an indigenous person. Like there are other places on campus that provide me with that, but I have so many more opportunities because I'm working here.
That's great. And how did you kind of get this role? Is this on Waterloo Works or what happened?
Well, it is on Waterloo Works, but
what was the application process like?
So I know Robin. She works really close with Jean Becker. That's who kind of created the Office of Indigenous Relations.
Okay.
So they worked together to create this entire office. Before it was just like a room. I'm not sure where it was, but it was just like a small room, and there was only like one desk.
So this is very new then.
Mm-hmm. This has only been here for like maybe 4-5 months.
So you got here at the perfect time.
Great time, yeah.
Yeah. So
That's awesome.
In a small room, but now you have your own space, with your own oven.
Yeah, I would have been working from home entirely if we didn't have this space.
Do you like working from home?
No.
No.
I like working here.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, with this space.
Are you also a student at University of Waterloo?
Yeah, I am a chemistry student. I'm just a chemistry student.
Just chemistry? What kind of, is there a specialization?
I'm not specialization.
Just chemistry?
Yeah, but I do want to go into environmental as well.
Oh, wow.
That's
So
cool.
I want to work with water one day, but there's so many things I wanted to do. I wanted to go to space, but then I told my professor about it, and she was like, you know what, the only way that you're going to be able to do that is if you get a sugar daddy. I was like, you know what, that's good.
Your professor told you that?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Wow, okay.
Fantastic way. What year are you even?
I'm going into my third.
Going into third. Oh, nice.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
Is it a 5-year program or 4?
4. I am not in co-op.
You're not in co-op. Oh,
No.
This is just, okay.
This is a student position.
Oh,
I was in co-op, but I dropped out because I couldn't find a job when my first term came around.
Jobs are, especially during COVID, probably pretty hard to come across.
So it was either this job or becoming a tree planter. I really have been looking to tree plant for a few years now, but I've never really gotten that opportunity, and each time I've applied, they tell me that it's not really helping the planet, it's actually destroying the planet.
To be a tree planter?
Really?
What?
Why?
Because you're tree planting for foresting companies.
Oh.
So, and they plant them really close together
Oh,
with
right.
forest fires. That's why
That's why.
That's
there's
true.
so many forest fires.
Oh, okay. So everything
Everything I've ever learned
is wrong.
We can't blame the tree planters.
Because they made us tree plant in high school as well. Did you guys both do that?
Yep, I did that
And
once.
then now that I think of it, all the trees were all very close to each other.
Good to know. Wow.
Guess the Lorax was wrong.
I mean, it is good for the environment, but it's just going to be used for profit.
But then if they're like planting trees for, tree cutting, and then they just leave the trees that aren't for business on their own, wouldn't that balance it out somehow? So you feed the consumerism, but you also kind of protect the nature?
I'm not too educated on this topic, but what I know is that people love money, so
that is true.
yeah.
Everyone loves money.
It still doesn't excuse the fact that it starts forest fires because they're too close.
So that dream has been demolished.
Yeah, that dream. No, that's fine. That dream is gone.
And what's the dream now?
Astronaut.
My dream now is to work with water, finding ways where I can put clean water on reserves, or like partnership with different communities in order to find solutions that would work best for them put water on their reserves that is clean. Because with all the cultural, I forgot the word, cultural teachings around water, it's very important that these reserves do have water, and that's something I'm very passionate about, but have to do it one step at a time.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Other than that, skincare.
Skincare
is good.
So are you your own skincare brand, or working for a skincare business?
No, I want to start up my own skincare brand.
Oh, okay. Got any skincare tips and tricks for us?
I know how to make soap, bath bombs, lotion.
That's really cool.
Yeah, lotion is basically like mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Just oil mixed together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's basically
it. Cool.
Do you have your own business right now? Are you
No.
making, selling stuff? No?
No,
You're
but
just keeping it all to yourself?
I've done a lot of workshops.
Oh, that's really cool.
We know your first customer.
Yeah, I wouldn't get some. This is the best place to market it to. Everyone here is listening already. So
I have a bath bomb, but I don't like selling things for profit sometimes. So it would be definitely in the far future.
Right.
I do create that business.
Cool.
Where I feel comfortable enough to, work on it part-time.
Of course.
Yeah, so if you could just talk a bit more about what it is you do here for the Indigenous Relations at Waterloo.
So I am a program assistant, so what that means is that I can help with communications, I can help with basically whatever I'm asked to do. So they'll ask me to create this poster, and I'll create the poster. They'll ask me to create these, or come up with these ideas for social media, and create them, and then I'll do that. Right now, I am planning on working on an Indigenous mentorship program, so I'm going to be reaching out to some Indigenous students to see what they would have wanted their first year. Then working from there to get all the necessary steps. Reach out to other universities to see what they're doing. I know a lot of different universities have already done this, so it should be pretty easy to put together.
That's really cool. So is it Indigenous students that are mentoring incoming students? Is that what it is? That's really cool.
Mentoring incoming Indigenous students.
Yeah, incoming Indigenous students.
So
right?
Here's another thing. There's only about 200 Indigenous students at the university right now.
Really?
Yeah, but another 200 they're coming in.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, it's a very exciting thing, and they're all coming to science.
Oh, wow.
They're all coming to science.
Yeah, there might be more, but I'm very excited to, finally have some other people who might have the same interests as me,
Mm-hmm.
and I talk culturally.
Is there any connection to like why a lot of Indigenous students are interested in science?
I don't know her title, but she's basically working towards attracting Indigenous students to science.
She's
She's
doing a very
working
good
with.
job.
Her name is Savannah Slow. I'm not sure what she does, but all I know is that after she got hired, there has been an influx in Indigenous students applying to science.
So,
It wasn't just all her though. There's a lot of different roles. There were about 44 new roles for Indigenous people at the university, and it's going to continue to rise. So I think that's really good. A really good step towards reconciliation.
so could I ask like what made you interested in science and going into chemistry?
Going to space.
Going to space.
That was my main goal.
Right.
But now it's the water. Because water has always been like an important part of me. I mean, it is basically life.
Yeah.
It's important.
Yeah. A lot of communities believe that everything is connected. Like we are connected to the water itself. The water is connected to the animals. The animals are connected to the earth. Like it's all just like intertwined with one another.
It is, yeah. We
So
all need each other too. It's the ecosystem, right?
Mhm.
Like how you chose two extremities of, oh, I want to go to space and oh, water. You know, my friends and I were discussing yesterday about like space and water and how they're both two things that we don't know a lot about because like under the sea there's a lot of creatures and animals that we haven't really seen or found out yet, and there's also a lot we don't know about space. So I find it really cool that you chose two things that we don't really know much about. But
Innovation. It's all innovation. So that's awesome.
I mean, it's not like you want to go underwater sea diving, but
it is curiosity.
yeah.
So I met with this professor from the University of Alberta. One of my coworkers introduced me to him because he is her brother. He works on underwater reservoirs, like mapping them all out.
That's really cool.
So he does that for. He's been to Australia, and I got to ask him questions like, "How is chemistry involved in your work?" Because he is not in chemistry; he is a hydrogeologist. So he said that mass spec, which is something I'm not good at, is involved.
What is mass? What is
mass spectrometry? Mass spectrometry. Spectros. I have no idea how to say the word.
Honestly, fair enough.
I've been in chemistry for like 2 years. I should know how to say it, but I don't.
So, what does it mean?
Mass spectrometry?
Yeah.
Spectrometry? Spectrometry.
Yeah.
That's a crazy word.
That is.
That's a crazy word.
So it's basically like analyzing the different charges versus mass of, like the charge versus mass of particles. So that's how it kind of like arranges itself. And then from there you have to look at them and then analyze, oh, it's this molecule or oh, it's this molecule. And you have to tell because of the different fragmentation that occurs. I can't do it.
That's okay. It's a complicated subject. So that sounds really cool.
It does.
It basically analyzes what's in the water.
That's really cool.
That's something I might want to do, but not right now. What I want to do is like find actual solutions.
Yes, good. Innovate science.
Next topic.
Moving on. So I heard that you went to a community event yesterday.
Yes, I went to, the Office of Indigenous Relations hosted an Indigenous Peoples Day celebration.
Okay.
And we had strawberry juice. We had Scrabble. It was just like a day where we could all hang out and just be ourselves.
That's really cool.
That's awesome.
I hosted a bath bomb workshop there.
No way.
So you taught people how to make bath bombs?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That's sick.
How do you make a bath bomb?
It's just baking soda, citric acid.
Where do you get citric acid?
Just Amazon.
Oh, Amazon.
Even though
okay.
it's not a good place to buy things,
Fair.
it's easy. But like, there's a few different things that go in there. Cornstarch,
The citric
Yeah.
acid.
I actually made one. I made
You
one
did?
once. Not with you, but I was at Lush and they were having a bath bomb.
Lush does that?
Yeah, they had a whole kit set up and I got to make a blue and pink one. It's fun. I enjoyed it. That's awesome.
Mhm.
And so what else did you do at this
Yeah, where was it, by the way?
It was just here
Oh,
okay.
at the office. And then afterwards, me and my coworker went to a sweat lodge.
Oh, and what is a sweat lodge?
So it's really hard to explain, but I can't describe what it looks like, but it's like dome shaped, has some tarps on it. So it's a sacred ceremony. You go in there kind of like with an intention to pray.
Oh, okay.
We went into the sweat. I'm not going to tell my story because I think that's a bit too much.
Yeah.
But there's hot rocks in there. We call them grandfathers.
cool.
And cedar water gets poured onto the rocks. It's kind of like a sauna,
Oh, okay.
but it's much more cultural and spiritual. And then we all take turns talking, and it gets very, very, very warm.
Yeah.
You can't breathe.
Wow.
Oh, really?
So did any students from Waterloo come to this event? Was it
No.
open to students or just?
No.
No, it was just a work thing.
No, it was we.
You said you and your coworker, right?
Yeah, my coworker just introduced me.
Oh, so this was your first time
Mm-hmm.
doing it? And did you like it?
It was my second time actually.
Second, okay.
But
And you
my
enjoyed it?
first time was not that bad. I did enjoy it a lot.
It's good.
I was told this morning when I came in that I looked like I was glowing.
Oh, you do look like you're glowing. I was like, oh, when you said skincare, I thought, okay, that makes sense because he has really good skin.
I do have a really good skincare routine. It's about 5 steps, but
Okay, go for it.
Go for it. We love.
no,
No?
it's a secret.
Oh, that's a secret.
Darn. Okay.
Can't give away what's going to make him millions of dollars in the
That's
future.
true.
So
That's true. No skincare tips today. Sorry, guys. Do you have any skincare tips
Sunscreen.
for us? Peyton?
I don't do a single thing for.
Are you just like water and then you're done?
Yes.
No soap? Not even your.
Look at this beautiful face. You don't get that through soap.
Just plain old water.
Just water, everyone.
Just water.
Just
Wow.
some tap water, and you're good to go.
Soft water or hard water?
Huh?
Have you not heard it? Like the pipes and soft water, hard water? No?
Oh, actually, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, I was about to say, how do you not know about this? I
Shower
think
water.
Waterloo does, like Waterloo Kitchener area. Do they have soft or hard water?
Hard water, I think.
Hard water. Okay.
So, sorry, I wanted to revisit this thing about like clean water, giving it to the reserves. So, like, there's just not enough clean water in general.
Well,
like, what's the issue behind that?
It's not about not enough clean water. It's about the government not providing the proper
Okay.
resources for those reserves to get clean water.
That's terrible.
So finding like solutions that could be funded for less money and giving the government these options is possibly a solution, or even partnering with like helping out the reserves. I don't want to say helping because it's not that they need saving.
Right.
It's
Mm-hmm.
collaborating. I am very happy to hear about the tuition waiver occurring. We were the first university in all of Canada to actually waive tuition fees for Indigenous students.
Really? Wow.
Yes. We have started a chain event too. Like there have been other universities that have done it since then.
Yeah.
There's only currently one that I know of, but it's a very, very big step towards reconciliation as it's giving Indigenous people a chance to get education.
Mm-hmm.
And due to so many different factors, we weren't able to accumulate wealth like many other people. So being able to afford school is going to help Indigenous students become the new leaders of tomorrow.
Yeah. That's really great. Do you know what school other than Waterloo?
Yes, if you may want to. Okay, let's see.
Have the Jeopardy music going.
So it's I don't know how to pronounce it. CP. It's K. No, sorry. KPU.
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 Do you know KPU?
No.
It's like, here you go. It's
Oh,
in BC.
BC. Okay, that's probably why I don't know where that is.
Kwantlen Polytechnic University. That's
Wow.
maybe it's Queensland.
It's a very big achievement for
Yeah, that's
the
fantastic.
University of Waterloo to do that, and that's a big step. Although there are some other things that like you're still behind on.
Of course, yeah.
It's definitely going
Step
to
in the right
be-
direction.
Yeah,
And Waterloo's making that effort.
yeah, and we can thank like everyone at the great team here at the Office of Indigenous Relations for doing it. I wasn't involved.
You were here to see it happen.
Yeah, I was so happy. I didn't even know what was going to happen.
Really?
I found out the same day everyone else did.
Yeah, so when did the announcement come out?
I think it came out earlier this month or last month. I can't remember exactly when, but I was so happy.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's
so
awesome.
your tuition is also...
No, my tuition is not waived.
Oh, so it's only incoming students.
It's only certain Indigenous students.
Oh,
So,
okay.
from Six Nations, which is the land that we are on,
Mhm.
it belongs to them, and credit within Six Nations, and maybe there are 2 credits. I'm not sure if they have been both waived, but it's only 2 First Nations communities.
For now,
Okay.
hopefully.
For now.
Maybe
So-
more in the future.
Mhm.
Maybe.
You can make it happen. You're in here.
You have that power now. You can.
You have the influence. Maybe not the power, but the influence too.
I think Jean Becker has the influence.
Okay. Jean Becker.
She's an amazing person. She's very kind.
Was it her initiative that started this?
Yes,
That's
she
really
is the one who created the Waterloo Indigenous Student Center, like with the help of other people, obviously, but it was pretty much her work. And then she created the Office of Indigenous Relations in 2020.
Wow.
So this is a fairly new thing too.
Mhm.
I wonder what it was like before they had the Waterloo Indigenous Student Center. It must have been so lonely.
Yeah.
Because honestly, that's where I found all my friends. I have not found a single friend anywhere else.
Really? Yeah. Well, are you the only co-op they have here?
Yep.
Okay, so there's... How's that like?
Okay, I lied. I have other friends. But it is like where I find most of my friends.
That's cool. So everyone at work must be really nice then.
Yeah.
Working here.
I really like it.
That's awesome. Okay, you've given us plenty to highlight and to talk about and to give notice to. So this is like, thank you so much for your time and everything that you're doing here.
Thank you for speaking with us. I hope it wasn't as terrible as you thought it would be.
I didn't think it was going to be that bad.
No? Okay,
I thought it was gonna
We're
be
pretty
scary.
chill. It's called winging it for a reason. You know, that's just not so much planned stuff going on. We're very easygoing. So thank you so much for coming out and for speaking. Though we really like to hear your stories and your life. It's great to hear everything.
It's great to meet you too.
Yeah.
It was great to meet you guys too.
Aw, shucks. Alright.
So yes, thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Bye!